PTHOD, man.
Wow, talking about a bright beer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if I didn't know any better, I'd think this was Coors.
Yeah, from looking at it, it certainly would appear that way.
Now, let's just hope it doesn't taste like Rocky Mountain urine samples.
No, yeah, I can tell you I've had this before. It is... Actually, no, this was the first Gose I ever had. Now, come to think of it. I was working a beer fest at Penning's Farm in Warwick. Yes, and I was actually set up right next to the Sierra Nevada sales rep for the area, and asking him what he had, got a sample of it because it intrigued me. The idea of not only was it a sour beer with salt, it was also brewed with cactus and grapefruit, and I was just like, wait a minute, that sounds incredible. Let me try that out.
Yeah, and this one I've never had before.
So this one, yeah, again, like I was saying, it was a little more intense on the tart. The acidity's there a little more. It's a little more tart, but I almost feel like part of that's influenced by the grapefruit.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a very citric acid, not your typical like lactic acid, mash sour, kettle sour.
Yeah, I know there are certain sours that is purely bacterial.
Oh yeah.
And this doesn't have that. Like yogurt. Like plain yogurt is tart from the bacteria. This definitely doesn't have that tartness. This is definitely a lot more citric. But it doesn't have the bitterness that I associate with grapefruit. Right. I don't like grapefruits. I won't eat them because they're tart and bitter. I wish I knew more about what cactus tastes like, so I could identify that flavor in here, because there's a couple mystery flavors rolling around.
Yeah.
And not sure if that's the cactus or not. Or cacti, if they used more than one cactus to make this particular beer.
Correct.
You don't know how many cacti they put in.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be cactuses.
No, that's very true. Thank you for clarifying that, Chris. I've had a few other beers with the similar cactus profile that Chris was trying to figure out what it tasted like. And looking at the back of the bottle, I was going to say I wonder if it was prickly pear. It is prickly pear. So
I was just going to say prickly pear.
Trying to think a good way to describe it that you might understand as far as flavor goes. It's so it's juicy, kind of like maybe like watered down Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? So it's got that fruity character, but at the same time, it's a little more watery.
Like watermelon. Watermelon has its own distinct fruit flavor, right? But it's more
kind of like watermelon, but not watermelon, but similar in many aspects.
Well, obviously it wouldn't be watermelon flavored because it's prickly pear flavored.
Correct.
I mean, there's no prickly pear flavored Kool-Aid either. So
hey, Kool-Aid. Oh yeah. By the way, maybe in Arizona at least, you should do a prickly pear Kool-Aid. I'd buy it. I'm not even in Arizona.
So what he's saying is if Kool-Aid distributed to New York, he'd buy it, which defeats the purpose of being an Arizona only test balloon.
I'm just saying Arizona because prickly pear is a readily available thing in Arizona. So.
Right, but if they make the Kool-Aid there.
But they're just making the powder.
It's true. I've been shipping it everywhere else. I get it.
Yes.
I get it.
Yep.
I'm pretty impressed with these, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
I feel like... I don't know. I feel like I bet we could probably make a Gose, like a DIY Gose.
Like, out in the garage, just homebrew it?
No. Like, fucking better. Like, what if we took a beer and tried to redeem it by converting it to a Gose?
Like, what beer are you thinking, though?
We haven't had any of them here, but There are a lot of gozes that are like lime. Like the Westbrook makes the key lime goza. There's a couple other that have lime in them.
That's true.
And
I like it.
pretty much most Anheuser-Busch products are not welcome here.
That's very true.
And Anheuser-Busch makes Bud Light Lime.
Fair enough. So,
what if we added salt and coriander to a Bud Light Lime? And see if we can make a goza.
wow. That's a concept. I like it.
Yeah.
Cameron, I don't even know her. For science.
For science. That was fucking seamless.